Hello there guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we will go over the top 10 tips for any Rust beginner. These tips range from building to PvP tips, and it will even help an advanced player that has thousands of hours, as not many players use these tips in their Rust wipes. So this first tip relates to building. When building your first base, also known as a starter base, you should make sure to use an airlock. The clip you're currently watching shows how it works and how it's created. You place a triangle foundation and 2 door frames, and place one of the doors so that when opened it creates an airlock, not letting players through. This also works with double doors and can be used on any base, not just starters. At number 2, we recommend having spare sleeping bags. It's incredibly useful and very easy to do. All you need for this tip is 30 cloth for an additional bag to the one in your base. If placed far enough away, you will have 2 bags allowing you to spawn in twice within 5 minutes and having 2 different spawns. Usually you will place one in your main base and then outside, so if you die you can just spawn outside. This also is useful when doing a raid, as if you die you can have heaps of bags allowing you to respawn multiple different times. Thirdly, we have one of the best tips you could ever ask for. This cancels out the chances of being door camped and is a very unknown tip. If you place a campfire in the corner next to your door and turn it on, it will tell you a comfort level. If this gets to 50%, you are being door camped, and the higher it is, the more players are door camping you. This is very unknown, causing you to be able to secretly know if you are being door camped. Definitely very useful and very affordable. Next up, there's a way to almost double your storage. All you need is a barbecue and a small wooden box, and you can place them on top of each other, giving you heaps of storage, and this doesn't cancel out your usual blocks placement. This is very cheap and requires barely any work to do, and it gives you a very big storage boost, which helps out for any clean base or starter base, as doing so allows you to fit heaps of loot in a little space. For number 5, we have a way to cook food without the worry of burning it. Now, not many new players know you can actually burn food. However, as others might know, this is definitely the case, and if you put your fuel then 3 stacks of food, your campfire will turn off before burning your food. But it will drop onto the floor next to the campfire. Make sure only to use this if you're active, and this can allow you to store heaps of food without needing to be standing next to a campfire. For number 6, we have an extremely cheap way to get heaps of cloth and leather. All you need is a bit of scrap. This can even get you rope and sewing kits if that's what you prefer. Head over to the Outpost Safe Zone Monument and buy tactical gloves for 40 scrap per, then recycle them. In return for cheap amounts of scrap, you will get heaps of cloth. This means 200 scrap can get you 1,000 cloth and some leather. At number 7, we have a way to safely farm up materials. This is a really good tip if you're starting off and need to be safe while gathering tools and materials for your base. This can help you get a good start if the server is already packed with players with weapons that are looking for nakers to grab easy materials from. Every 5 seconds you will have to change your selected slot or you'll be shot at. This next tip will allow all beginner players to be aware of Outpost Goods. You can buy low grade 100 for 50 scrap, which is enough for 2 furnaces, as they are cheap prices. This can help you get a good start with using furnaces, and you can also use scrap for low grade so you can start crafting medical syringes later on. This is also an easy way to be able to fuel your boats and helicopters. Coming in for our 9th tip, we have one that'll help you get a head start with your base. If you're worried about being raided and have airlock creating doors, you can leave one opened, as it opens it will cost twice as much to raid. This is an easy way to upgrade your doors, and your base could be untouchable if it was armored doors that were doing this. They'll cost someone twice the normal explosives to get through, and they don't cost you anything. And finally, at number 10, using a hammer you can pick up almost anything in your base. You can rotate your tool cupboard and workbenches, and you can pick up repair benches, chests, and almost any deployable. Now sadly you cannot pick up any workbenches, and I personally believe that should change, as placing a tier 3 in the wrong location can ruin a wipe and make you need to farm again. Either way, this is a very useful tip. And in fact, those were all the tips that we have. So sadly, that's all we do have time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, which I know you did. Don't lie to me. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And don't forget to tell us what your favorite tip was, and if you plan on using it in the comments. Take care, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day.